Good evening, black people and all allies fighting for black liberation, black prosperity, and black joy. I'm Charles Blow, and welcome to Prime. Democrats have started to do the math on the 2022 midterms, and they are bracing for a potential disaster. Right now, Democrats control an evenly split Senate and a narrow majority in the House. Losing both would enable Republicans to further stall the Biden agenda. And despite widespread voter suppression, Biden still has not delivered an actionable plan to curb voter restrictions, even though it threatens our democracy and it threatens his own presidency. Since the 2020 election, 18 states have passed more than 30 laws that restrict voter access to the ballot. Mind you, these are permanent laws that will be on the books and remain there until and unless they are repealed or struck down. With the new restricted voting laws, Republicans have sold their base on their voting rights for some ideology. According to a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, 67% of Republicans view voting as a privilege that comes with responsibilities and can be limited. In comparison, 78% of Democrats believe voting is a right and should be free of any restrictions. While President Biden has dragged his feet on taking action on voting rights or amending the filibuster, Democrats, who historically have been opposed to any amendment to the filibuster, have softened their stance on the issue. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia had this to say on Fox News Sunday.
When it comes to voting rights, when it comes to that basic right to exercise and participate in democracy, I get very worried what's happening in some of these states like Texas, where they're saying a local government can overcome the results of a local election. That is not democracy, and if we have to do a small carve-out on filibuster for voting rights, that is the only area where I'd allow that kind of reform.
Black voters invested heavily in Joe Biden. But in this moment, when black people are most desperately in need of a return on that investment, it has not come in a full-throated way. Voter suppression is always a fear for black America. And now the Democratic Party fears it also. Will that be enough to force Joe Biden to be more actively engaged? With me now to further discuss this topic is the CEO of the New Georgia Project, Nsé Ufot. Nsé, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So, you know, I am just still struggling with why Joe Biden is not, you know, both feet in this fight. Why do you think that is?
I mean, you're asking me to speculate, and I will. But quite frankly, I think what I've heard is that, you know, Joe Biden is an institutionalist, right? And that the Senate is considered an institution, and that the filibuster is one of those sacrosanct tools that they use to make decisions or maintain collegiality and decorum in the Senate, in the upper house, if you will. I've also heard that it's because there was this opportunity to get something big and massive and impactful done on infrastructure. And that felt like much more of the priority, given that there was bipartisan support and there was negotiations and talks actually happening amongst, again, a bipartisan coalition of senators. But when the rubber met the road and there was time to start debate, the Republicans filibustered the own sort of framework for the infrastructure bill that they, you know, wanted to sacrifice this for. So I have made the argument that the right to vote is preservative of all of our other rights, that there's an entire Biden-Harris agenda with tons of priorities for Black America, for working families, and those things are so important, but also the right to vote itself is so important that it is worthy of prioritizing in this moment, particularly if the question is if it's between just bipartisanship and protecting the right to vote.
Right, but see, the problem with Biden's approach, and I think the administration's approach, is they are concentrating on spending bills, which, yes, can have a short-term effect and can be helpful to a whole lot of people. But all spending bills are short-term. The horizon is always like 10 years out. This is when they will spend all the money that's in the bill. This is when it'll be exhausted.
Right.
Rights bills are completely different animals, right? That is, once you have passed the rights bill, it is almost never that the Senate or the House the federal government has gone back and taken away a right that they have already given. These are permanent bills or
right.
And the provisions in them. I don't see how they don't see this. And I don't see how, as you just said, how they don't see that they're endangering their own ability to hold the House and Senate.
The other concern I have is, when did Mitch McConnell stutter? He has been extraordinarily clear about his priorities in this moment, and that is to say no and to stop everything that the Biden-Harris administration considers a priority. And he's demonstrated over a number of years, quite frankly, the ability to hold his caucus together. So under what circumstances did they think that Lucy was not going to pull the football away, Charlie Brown?
So how do you, I think these numbers are fascinating, particularly when you break them down by race in this poll by Pew and Ipsos. If you look at, the people who do not believe that the country is going in the right direction, black people, people of color, more optimistic, I think always during a Democratic administration. I think it probably is the same thing with Republicans during the Republican administration, although I don't know. But when you have 2/3 of white people in America saying this is going in the wrong direction, they're already in danger of losing this whole thing. Right?
I think, we cannot examine those poll numbers without having a serious conversation about misinformation and disinformation and how it's poisoning these information sources. It is very much sort of the waters in which we're swimming right now, in which people are trying to get information and trying to understand the world around them. That there's so much big, scary, important things happening from we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and now there's an additional variant, and maybe your vaccine protects you and maybe it doesn't. And with all that uncertainty, to know that there's a significant portion of our country, of our neighbors, that are being poisoned and are believing the worst about our country, and are being fed a constant diet of fear and lies, that it is really having an impact on sort of our democracy, on the ways that, again, people learn about the world around them and the way that we make collective decisions. It's a real problem, and I need our president and vice president to act like it is and to prioritize it. I need our members of Congress to do the same thing. That this isn't just like the Hatfields and the McCoys and the Democrats and the Republicans, that this is an attack on the collective, on the sort of idea, our ambitions, the way that we govern ourselves, the way that we talk about our country, our democracy. When people talk about being a patriot and patriotism, I don't understand how anyone could consider the GOP the party of American patriots, given the attacks on our democracy that we're witnessing right now. And not only are members of their leadership watching it, there are people in their ranks that are perpetuating it.
So I have a minute left here. I want to just give me your best prediction about what's about to happen in the 2020 midterms. Right now, there's reported that the new bipartisan spending bill is again on the ropes. We still have not seen any police reform. They keep saying that they're in a good place on talks. We still have not seen voting rights protections passed out of Congress. Beyond passing out checks in the first part of his administration, the rest of the agenda is stalled, and these voter restrictions are on the books. That is a fact. They're on the books in at least 18 states already, and they are being considered in more. What is your prediction about what's going to happen in 2022 midterms?
I think that there's still an opportunity to right the ship. I think that there's still an opportunity to inject some stability into our elections infrastructure in all 50 states. We passed the For the People Act, which is S1. You set a federal standard for elections. Everybody's got the same 15 days of early voting. Everybody treats vote by mail the same. And there's an opportunity to make sure that the will of American voters is reflected in the results of our elections.
Nsé, thank you for your optimism. Keep that light on. I'm going to try to follow it and have some of your optimism myself. Thank you so much for your time.
You're quite welcome.
After this quick break, thank you so much. After this quick break, we'll show you how America is feeling about President Biden. That's next on Prime.